I said, listen, we have a 50,000 square foot facility here, and we have steel barriers being set up. Let's say, for optical purposes, 1/8 of the place is free for the people that are supposed to supervise to watch the people that are counting votes, which was a complete farce. Okay? You can't make this up. You can see from the videos that I've sent to Fox News. And nobody gave any direction. There were 8-hour shifts, and you can do whatever you want. And I started watching, and I said, wait a second, you can't see anything. The closest desk, okay, let's put things in perspective. The closest desk was 30 feet. The farthest desk was probably 150 feet. And you knew this was orchestrated. Everybody had yellow jackets. Okay, that's how they orchestrated it. However, nobody knew where these people went. And I started looking to the right-hand corner. And at that point yesterday, I started taking videos. I said, what are those black trash bags in the right-hand corner of the Philadelphia Convention Center? And there was no communication. And when people asked questions, they were really, you know, they wouldn't answer them. And at that point, you know, you said to yourself, listen, something's wrong here. Something's wrong. So I left yesterday at 4 o'clock. I came back today, and I started taking videos and pictures inside the convention center. And the reason you and I are talking is one went viral, okay? And I really feel sorry for this individual. His name's the Philly Godfather. He's one of the biggest handicappers, and Stu Varney has him on Fox all the time. And his Twitter account shut down right now. Because
on what ground? On what grounds?
There is no ground. Because people are listening to it. Freedom of speech. And I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. And if I tell you yesterday that when you walk into the convention center, and this is, we're not talking about, we're talking about the presidential, we're talking about the President of the United States of America, okay? And I walk up and there's steel barriers, like we're criminals, okay? And the closest you can see is 30 feet away. And today, Corey Lewandowski and Trump's attorneys are inside the convention center today, and they move everybody up, okay? And you still can't see what's going on. There's something wrong, man. There's something wrong. Listen, you don't have to be a Democrat or a Republican. You know something's wrong. And this is really sad in America right now.
Well, I mean, if they're having you, quote, observe from 150 feet away, I'm 51, I can barely see 10 feet away. I mean, that's way, yeah. Brian McCafferty, I appreciate your coming on tonight and telling us what you saw, or rather what you didn't see. Thanks very much. Good for you for being...
But Tucker, I also took video of what I saw. I took video of what I saw. And that's why I got thrown out.
Yeah, of course. Too much transparency. And by the way, if I can just say the obvious point that no one wants to say, the city of Philadelphia has a long and very well-documented history of corruption. Doesn't mean corruption's going on now, but it means it has a lot in the past. So the onus is on them to reassure our concerns about their vote counting. It's not on us, it's on them. And they're preventing you from watching? Okay.
Well, let's just finalize this. The mayor let this city burn to the ground.
Yeah, I noticed. Yep.
Okay? Jim Kenney and Josh Shapiro, let's just say something. Josh Shapiro said before the election that, you know, Trump can't win. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's not reassuring.
Are we really... No, Tucker, are we going to let this happen? Yes or no?
We're going to watch as carefully, press as hard, be as honest as we can be, because in the end, no one will believe the results of any election if they don't believe the results of this election. That's our view. We mean it. And so we're going to press forward. That's why we're having you on tonight, and we're happy to. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
At a press conference at the White House tonight, the president insisted that he has a legal case that he's being cheated. So what exactly is the president's argument? How strong is it? Where's it going from here? Jonathan Turley is a law professor. He's here to assess it. Jonathan Turley, thanks so much for coming on. What case is the president making? How strong is it?
Well, there are a slew of filings in all of these close states. And some of them are more procedural, such as how the counting of ballots are occurring, the access of monitors. There are some legitimate questions there. It does appear in Pennsylvania that these monitors or observers did face barriers, did face obstructions. There are court orders that went for the Trump campaign to get them greater access. It's a mystery to me why the Pennsylvania officials are litigating this question, because it certainly does fulfill the suspicions of people that there's something going on. So I don't know why they would do this. But I'm actually looking more closely at the Nevada litigation right now. You know, the Trump campaign is saying that they have evidence of people out of state and even deceased individuals who were allowed to vote. That's the type of thing that really pops out, because most of the challenges in these types of elections, and you and I have been covering them past 2000, are usually incremental. You know, you usually grab a group of ballots here, a group there. In the aggregate, they can make a difference if it's a very narrow margin. But what we really look for are those cases where there are large groups of ballots that have been challenged. The Nevada case could be that type of challenge, you know, because it's not just that they believe that there's 10,000 people who may have voted who are ineligible. It would indicate that there was a systemic failure. That's the type of allegation, if it's true, that could lead to close judicial scrutiny. So we're waiting to see if there's evidence of that. We have not seen it yet. The Pennsylvania lawsuit is also worth looking at, because they're saying that a judge effectively rewrote the election laws and that some ballots that were late processed are counting. We still don't know how many ballots that would be, but it's already been to the Supreme Court, and then John Roberts sort of kicked that can down the road. Well, the can is rattling back to the court this week.
Interesting. In one sentence, tell me, it is established in every state that bipartisan election observers have a right to watch counts and recounts, correct?
Correct. This is supposed to be a transparent process, because it's not just who wins, it's getting people to agree that someone won.
Exactly. Exactly. Getting people to agree that someone won. That's the essence. Jonathan Turley, thank you.
See you, Tucker.
So as we told you at the outset, the media are not just observers of what's going on. They are participants in this process, critical participants. And given that, you might want to see what they've been saying today. We'll show you straight ahead.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I started by using the world's best cotton called Giza.